You didn't even start it? Darn. Oh, well, I see how it is. That's fine.
Oh, dude, my bad. I should have started before I took a shit.
No, it's
That's
fine.
now I took a shit. So everybody, hello.
He did. Really good over time. That's John did the official math on it, actually.
Yeah, the Bucs are so great that we are only 143 games under 500. Only.
It's so bad. It was so bad that John was like, "Oh, take a guess," and I guessed wrong for the first three, and he's like, "No, higher." I was like, "100 games under 500, higher." Like, oh, it's so bad. So, John, how long do you think it will take before we're back above 500 again? Do you think it's going to happen in our lifetimes?
No, because it would require the Bucs to have 8.5 undefeated seasons in a row for us to just be 500 all time.
Well, if Tom Brady comes back and plays for all those seasons, that would probably make sense. Maybe they could do it.
They probably could if they had Tom Brady in his prime.
Ooh.
Yeah, like from 30. If we had Tom Brady from age 29. Yeah, we could probably do it.
Age 29 to 46? Yeah, that would be it. That would be it.
Definitely would be.
Oh, that would be good. How you doing today, John?
Oh, I'm doing freaking amazing today.
I am loving that shirt that you're wearing.
Dude, NFC South Champs 2020.
Oof. Yeah. Do you see my what did you call this jersey? Well, actually, don't call me that. I don't want to hear it again. But yeah. I'm wearing my jersey that doesn't know what it is.
I like it because it's the home and away jersey combined together. But
yes.
You know what would have made it even better?
If it said Stackermus on the back?
No, if it was the 2000
it says Cooch. And Stanley Cup champion.
It does say Stanley Cup champions at least. But if it was the original Stanley Cup champion jersey.
Oh, from 04? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I love the old logo.
Oh, John, remember some of that stuff for later because that might be one of your questions later on today.
No, 2004. Marty St. Louis, Stanley Cup MVP.
All right. There you go. Okay, remember all your answers.
They beat him in 5.
Oh, yeah. Get him. There it is.
6. It was, I can't remember how long that series was. I just know they won.
That's they won.
I was 10.
That's right.
Remember?
Anyway. Oh, gosh. So, what is behind you, by the way? I've never really understood this. Is this supposed to be like a green screen, but like for yourself?
No, you want to know what it is?
Oh, I'm scared. Yes.
Nothing crazy, so I'll just move the camera slightly.
Whoa.
So
wait, you're in a living room?
It's just a tapestry, is what Rebecca calls it. It's just a cloth thing, see?
Mm-hmm.
And I just stapled it to the wall. And I keep it behind me. The people, when I stream, they like it.
The people,
the people love it. When I stream, it's behind me. It's kind of like I'm in space. It gives me a different kind of setting than just seeing a fucking blank wall. So
I really thought you were going to do the Rick dance right there.
Let me get the Rick roll for you. Give you up. No.
That song is so terrifying.
That song is amazing, dude.
Is it? Oh, that's very stalkerish.
You think so?
Every step you take. It reminds me of that song.
Oh, was that by the Police?
Yeah. Every move you make.
This is more of an inside thing between Taylor and I, but if anybody knows Senor Largo, I believe he's a massive
What song?
I think he was a bit massive fan of the Police. I think didn't he have like the album?
Was he? I didn't even know that. No.
If I remember right, in his class.
He was. I know he's a slight fan of Lionel Messi. So.
Only a little bit. Only a little. Only just like this much.
Nah, he's a diehard fan, seeing how he grew up in Argentina. So
he's probably buzzing right now for. Message him.
I could imagine. I'll send him a link to this and tell him to listen to it.
I hope he does listen to it because that guy was awesome. He always
he likes some of my stuff on Instagram. It's kind of weird, but then again, we are all adults at this point. It's a little
Not that weird anymore.
Yeah.
I miss seeing him at the movie theater. He used to go there all the time and see me. So I thought that
Darn, people go in and watching movies. Yes, terrible. You're right.
Well, no, I wasn't that bad.
Oh, I thought you were shaming him. I'm like, what are you?
No. I thought he was cool. I liked Senor Largo.
Yeah, Senor Largo was good. Did I ever tell you what he did and he came and talked to me about it? I think I told you.
Yeah, where he was worried about me.
He was worried in the fact that you were hanging out in our group and that I could try to convince you to do some homework. Apparently, I was like,
yeah, because I did.
I was like, if you think I could do that, I don't know. John is at the beat of his own drum right now. He's loving life.
That's true. I mean, it was.
I doubt he cares about Spanish homework.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't really.
Wait, you're calling Senor Lago by his wrong name though. You don't know what his official name was?
I wasn't in AP, so.
Oh, us AP people, we labeled him Senor Guapo.
Oh, I remember that. Nacho, or was it Churro? Churro. That was you.
I was Churro, yes. And we named him Senor Guapo. And it made him very uncomfortable. But then he embraced it. He embraced it as the year went on.
That's right.
He embraced it. But, it would be rather weird. Wouldn't it be weird if, the principal came in and, had no idea that was the conversation being had and, listened to this and be like, we're just calling him, handsome?
Well, I mean...
we're calling our teacher handsome every day. Mr. Handsome. I know. She would have probably lit the grass on fire if she would have heard this.
Oh, dude, she would have definitely lit the grass on fire because she...
Is she still the principal there?
I don't know. I haven't gone.
I hope not. I do know where she lives, though. Well, I did. I delivered a pizza to her house, and she's like, don't say anything. And I was like, okay.
I bet that whole...
She was probably really nervous that people would come at her house or something. I'm like, I can fully understand that. That would make sense. So she lived in Parish.
Oh, kind of by Tanner?
No one lives by Tanner. That's in the middle of nowhere. So, no.
There's a lot of people that live out there now.
Now? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Connor or whatever her name was. But, yeah, anyway, Gilroy was more right when you leave Ellington. Right where G-Slut's living now or whatever. Very close to there.
Oh, Harrison Ranch?
Yeah, but before that. Okay. Even before that, yeah. Yes, right on the turnoff for Old Tampa Road. Yep.
Oh, right behind.
Wow, that's weird how that's all coming back to me.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to deliver flowers out there.
Oh, yeah, that's we're just delivery men. Delivery boys. Now I deliver people. Just deliver people in airplanes. It's different, but
deliver people to airplanes.
And now you have an official glass truck. You do. It looks like a really nice truck, though. I'll give you that.
It's great until I go over bumps.
Yeah. ProMaster. Do you have a bouncy chair? Is your chair bouncy, or is it just you bouncing?
It's just me. I almost hit my head on the ceiling a lot when I drive the Isuzu.
The Isuzu.
It's the COE type.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, cab over engine. So my wheels are underneath where I sit. So instead of being more in front of me, that's why I experience the bump.
News right on top of it.
Yeah. And so every time there's a bump, it's like this.
I'm gonna need an official video from you to see this at one point.
Okay,
I think
I'll have to send a snap.
I think you and your viewers are gonna want to see how you take one for the team as you're driving. All
right, I'll be driving the Isuzu on Monday when I go down to West Palm Beach, so I'll definitely take a video of a bump.
Why do you take the different trucks? Is it just gas mileage or something?
No, it just depends on the size of the load.
Which one's the bigger truck?
The Isuzu.
Oh, okay.
The ProMaster's a lot smaller, and it's for more local stuff, or if I go to Tampa.
Is it more comfortable?
Yes. I prefer the ProMaster, but I wish it was the size of the Isuzu, because I could stand 86.5 inches tall inside my cab. Max I could stand up inside the ProMaster is 72.
You have to put them on the outside?
Yeah, if it's any bigger than that, I got to put it on the outside. But on the outside of the Isuzu, I could fit 96 tall and 135 long, which is great.
Oh, wow.
But it's diesel, so it's really expensive to fill up. Usually 75 from quarter to full, $75 average across the street.
Wow.
But from almost E to full, probably about 110.
Oh, I'm gonna need a gallon number for you next time.
Okay, how many gallons I fill? I'll have to just write it down.
Yes, please. Yes, I'm very curious now. You've got me really hooked on this. I don't know anything about your job practically, other than the fact that blue glass is nice.
Blue glass is very rare, so is bronze glass. Bronze texture is very rare, and we have that in stock. We have bronze reeded, which is pretty cool. Pretty much think of a clear reeded piece, with grooves in it, fluted.
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I like all these words. They're interesting.
I'm trying to.
John, breaking news.
What's breaking news?
I just wanted to do that.
Report flashing on the screen. But as I'm trying to paint this picture to Taylor as to what I do, the Bucs updated their murals.
That was probably one of the best transitions I've ever heard, John. Thank you. That was great. Oh, wow. Welcome. Let's actually talk about some sports for a minute. All right.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Sports Podcast, the number one podcast in all of the Tampa Bay sports area.
By our ratings, we rated ourselves.
That's right. It wasn't an incredible source. We did it. We're number one. We think we're number one.
We are number one.
It's me. It's me. It's John. That's me.
Hey, John.
And that's
hi. I'm Taylor. Hi. I never understand where I'm at in this thing.
I'm on my screen. I'm on the left. I don't know about you.
Wait, can you move me?
Can I move you? I don't know.
Yeah, I want to try the other side for one day.
Well, so just put you above me now.
Oh, there you go. That's more like it.
I'm gonna hit grid. So you're back over here.
Oh, all right.
For the people that are watching on YouTube, I'm gonna pull these pictures up of the new Bucs murals that are on the side of the stadium, and there's the beautiful Chris Godwin right here, hidden behind some trees. I don't know why they chose to put the trees in the picture. They probably could have got a better one. And then there is Mike Evans. I'm not even going to lie to you. The face that he is making in this picture looks like he is dropping a deuce. But it is. I do like these murals. And then here's Levante David looking lean and mean, ready to tackle these quarterbacks this season. I like this one. Pretty good. And then here is Vita Vea screaming his way on the other side. I do like.
He's terrifying though.
Vita Vea is a terrifying human being, like powerful human being at that. But those are new, those are fresh, not too much Bucs news, this week since we are 1 week away from training camp starting. Now, another thing that caught my eye when reading through some Bucs news throughout the week was that our running back won. Guess how many wins Rachaad White predicts for the season, Taylor? How many wins we're going to get this year?
For the season? Well, let's see. You say that we're going to get 9. He's probably optimistic because he's a piece of garbage. He's not. He's actually not that bad. I think Rachaad White's a good player for us. Let's see though. So I'm going to say he says 13 wins.
You're close. He said 12.
A 12-win season. I wonder. So I know we went through it like a couple weeks ago, but I wonder which ones he considers to be wins.
I do too, because I had. Let me pull up the Bucs schedule like as a picture.
Okay.
More uniform for the people to see. I can just get rid of those here. Okay, that's doable. Bucs. Energy. And then I think it was this one that came in yesterday. Oh, that's. Come on, make it full screen. How do I make it full screen? There we go.
What are you trying to do? Oh, you're in Trello?
No, I was there we go. Here we go. Got it pulled up now. Better. So yeah, oh my god, I just realized our bye week is week 5.
Oh, that's gross.
That sucks. But yeah, I do wonder what he thinks we're gonna win. It doesn't necessarily say in the article, but also Tristan Wirfs says it's been good. Said White. He's a humble guy with a chip on his shoulder. Because this was a question he was asked: can offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs be as good on the left side as he was on the right?
Oh, is he switching sides?
Yeah, he is. Because remember, I think we drafted another offensive lineman to take that spot.
Oh.
Yeah. Rachaad White can't wait for the 2023 campaign to start. Positive and good vibes, and things that White told Fox 13 Sports as what he's looking forward to. You know what comes with playing football? You're going to be hit regardless. Of course, the Florida Heat is different. You've got to be ready for it. White is a key piece to the new offensive philosophy. The Bucs were preseason Super Bowl favorites for 3 straight seasons, but with Brady gone, national respect has plummeted. And you know what? That's fair. My reaction is just to laugh, said White. Everybody has to do their job. Everybody has a right to their opinion, and I'm big on energy. That's the type of guy I am. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. He's a great guy to have on the offense. He's a big positive force for the team, and I think that's good.
You hope that Baker can hit him in the hands at least once or twice?
Yes, I'm hoping Baker can be accurate. You know what?
Did you see that they're having like a QB competition between him and Trask? I feel like Baker's still going to win, unfortunately.
Baker will win. I do see that Baker Mayfield watching Kyle Trask prepare for the season. I just don't think Baker's the answer. I don't think he's a short-term solution, until we find somebody.
Do we have Caleb Williams?
But to quote Rachaad White again, he says, "I see Tristan Wirfs said he believes we can go 12-5. I do believe that, so I'm going to ride with Tristan. I believe we will win 12 games. Does not specify which games, but I have the schedule on the screen for the people. Now it's in order. I'll just read off the games here. It's the Vikings, then the Bears, Eagles, Saints to go for the first pretty much quarter of the season as we enter the bye week. Then we are home for 2 games against the Lions and Falcons, and then away for 2 games against the Bills and Texans. Then home against the Titans, which now has DeAndre Hopkins, which is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are away for 2 games against the 49ers and the Colts, home against the Panthers, then away again for 2 games against the Falcons and Packers, then home again for 2 games against the Jags and the Saints, and then the final game of the season is still to be determined against the Carolina Panthers, but it is going to be away. They just don't know what time.
I think you need to come. I think you need to come up and watch that game with me, John.
I need to fly to Charlotte.
Oh hell, you can fly to Raleigh. We'll drive to Charlotte together.
Take a Trello. Take a Velo.
Take a Trello to a Velo.
Yeah, take a Trello to a Velo to Raleigh to Charlotte. Was it only like 2 hours?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No, we'll get you on there.
But that's kind of all the Bucs news that's really going on right now. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing really.
Nothing too crazy. But like you said, the Bucs QB competition between Baker and Trask is going on. But we're not going to really know too much until training camp starts and more media is able to get in there. I myself will try to make it to one of those to see what's going down. I'll try to get some video if I can. That'd be kind of cool if I could.
Yeah, you with your picket fence.
That's right. I'm going to hold the sign, Baker. Tank. I'm going to roll up in a tank as I'm holding the sign. Please tank this.
Hey, that wouldn't be the first time in Florida that happening.
You probably not. But it's the Bucs front office, I feel like, is so short-sighted, like was not seeing the long term, because I'm sick of, as a Bucs fan, we're used to the carousel of quarterbacks coming through and staying for maybe a season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and then leaving. I just want a franchise guy. I just want to have that. And it sucks that Josh Freeman and Jameis Winston couldn't be those guys. If Jameis didn't throw like 35 interceptions his last season as a starter, he probably would still be our starter. If he had thrown just like 20 that year, or hell, even 25, he probably would still be our starter, and we would have taken more of a chance on him. I'm just still waiting for that guy to be somebody to be the guy for us. I don't know if it'll ever come. Maybe that's the Bucs curse.
Yeah, I think forever. It sounds like it. We've been through that curse for years already. So
honestly, I think in the entire existence of the Bucs, the longest tenured quarterback I think is Doug Williams at like 6 seasons.
What? Oh, that's insane.
I think so. Unless Steve Spurrier was longer or anybody else was longer. Somebody can let us know in the comments below. I don't know if there was any longer tenured quarterback than like 6 seasons.
Interesting. No, I wouldn't even know that.
But something you're telling me about Taylor that I have pulled up. Baseball history on Tuesday.
Oh, I was like, which thing? I tell you about a lot of stuff.
That's right.
I was like, are you talking about the Barbie movie again? I'm like, John, we need to stop talking about the Barbie movie. It's fine.
Barbie movie? Yo, you guys are sleeping on the Barbie movie.
What? Really? No. You are? Are you gonna do the trend like everybody else is doing, the Barbie movie and then Oppenheimer?
Oh, the double feature?
They're saying go back to back because you got to have something light and then something just like catastrophic.
You got to watch Oppenheimer first because it's so depressing, from what I hear, and then go watch Barbie so you cheer yourself back up.
Interesting. Well, did you see that thing that I sent you? I think I sent you a thing on. Oh man, I can't remember at this point, but it said that the Barbies were first released in Japan.
And then it was Oppenheimer's picture.
Oppenheimer was just there, and he's like, "Yeah, also first released in Japan." Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, that is a terrible dark humor meme.
Yes, it is pretty bad.
I'm really excited to watch the Barbie movie. I think it's going to be surprising. I don't know what it is, but Ryan Gosling movies to me are very good. I don't know. I just really like his movies.
Did you watch the one where he's hunting Chris Evans?
There's one where he's hunting Chris Evans.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
What's it called? I haven't seen it.
Oof, I don't know, like Red Term or something. It's not Red Notice, but it's some other red thing, or I don't know. No, I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah, I'll just type in Ryan Gosling on my phone.
Yeah, and see what you get.
Sorry, Jared Goff. I'll type him in on my.
Well, Ryan, I was gonna say, like, you probably type in Ryan Gosling on your phone all the time. So if you just go back to your history.
That's right. Oh, dude, have you seen Drive?
Yes, I have.
That movie is phenomenal.
Do you like that movie? I thought it was okay.
Taylor, what is it with you and not liking movies that don't have a lot of dialogue?
It's a lot of just dull moments for me. It's like saying, do you like a movie that doesn't have a story? It's like, no.
But he does have a story.
Yeah, he's driving. That's the story. Like,
he's getting revenge.
I prefer Baby Driver. Like, that's better for me.
That's a good movie, but it also has very good music.
It does have very good music, yes. Yep. That's a theme. Just like we watched Atomic Blonde. I hated the movie, but the music was good.
Is that what we watched? It was not very good.
You and I and with Taylor Myers, we went up to that other theater or something.
She was with us? I thought it was just me and you. But...
No, we drove up to the Epix Theater or whatever.
Yeah, with the Dolby surround sound.
Yeah.
That was cool, though. I'm not going to lie. That was cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
Cool experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to find out what this is. Is it the Gray Man?
Maybe that. Yeah. It's some color. I thought, it's one of those colors.
All right, so I'll give it a watch. I like Ryan Gosling. But in MLB news,
yeah, I'm sorry, aren't we a sports podcast?
Baseball made history on Tuesday by having 12 teams record 10 plus runs. Absolutely incredible. That record had been long-standing since May 17th of 1990, actually May 5th of 2000. So as a 23-year standing record, it actually dates back because the very first time that it had been done, 10 plus runs were scored on July 4th and July 9th in 1894. The previous modern era record, which was 3 games in which 10 plus teams scored 10 plus runs, May 17th of 1996 and May 5th of 2000. Here Tuesday, I will read off the scores. The Minnesota Twins defeated the Seattle Mariners 10-3. The Giants of San Francisco defeated the Cincinnati Reds 11-10.
Whoa, that's really damn close. That's an epic game, though. I would be all over that, watching like baseball games like that if everybody's scoring like that.
It probably has to do with the new pitch count thing too. Like since there's a clock now, and they can't like take their time. They
can't stretch or something while they're on the mound? Like, what are they doing up there for 20 seconds?
It's a 20-second pitch count. So
that's a very long time.
It's faster than it used to be.
Do you think it gets more sore because they have to go faster?
I don't know.
Like it wears them down faster?
I don't know. Hopefully Sports Science does a video on it so we can react to it. Because that guy's awesome.
All right, you got the Dodgers and Orioles?
Yes, the Dodgers and the Orioles 10-3. The Guardians, shout out to Miles Straw,
yes,
won over the Pirates. The New York Mets won over the Chicago White Sox 11-10. Now this one was a doozy. The Arizona Diamondbacks beating the Atlanta Braves 16-13. That's a crazy game.
Was someone just throwing like was it like T-ball? Like it must have been T-ball. Or no, what was it? Underhand pitch?
Yeah, they must have just been tossing the ball underhand.
Softball pitch? Well, no, because softball is pretty tough to hit if you have like a D1 player.
That's true.
But anyway,
that's 29 runs scored in a baseball game. Then the Cubs defeated the Washington Nationals 17-3. And then the Kansas City Royals defeated the Tigers 11-10. That's 3 games that were 11-10.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. And then,
wasn't there almost one more team? I was going to say, I thought you said there was 13.
Oh, yeah. So it's the San Diego Padres almost made it 13, which would have been even crazier, but they only settled for a 9-1 win over the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they settled for an 8-run win.
Wow.
But
settled. Yeah, they probably slowed down a little bit.
They took their foot off the gas pedal. They couldn't get it to that milestone of 10. But Sadly,
Did you see? Yeah, I think it was. I was looking this up the other day too because you were talking about it. But like it said that 13 teams had done this previously. You want to guess the date on that?
13 teams have
scored double-digit runs previously. But do you want to know what date this was that this happened?
1952.
Oof, not even close. July 4th.
1896.
1894.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. But yeah, that's the last time that someone broke this record. That's insane.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
News. We're on a losing streak again.
Yay!
So before the All-Star break, we beat the Braves 10-4. Coming out of the All-Star break, looked pretty good. Beat the Royals 6-1, beat them 4-2, then lost to them in the third game. That's okay. Still won the series 2-1. And then we played against the Texas Rangers in Texas. Lost. We got swept by them. Lost all three. And then lost to the Orioles last night.
Wow. And they were looking good too. They went up on them in the second and third inning, I think. Scored a few runs, and then
But
I don't know what happened.
If we're not careful, if the Orioles win tonight, they will take the lead in the AL East.
Wait, what?
If the Rays lose to the Orioles tonight, the Orioles take the lead in the American League East.
Above them?
Yes.
They're even underneath the but they're underneath the Yankees too?
The Yankees? Here, I'll go to standing. So actually, the Orioles already took the lead. The Yankees have only 50 wins.
I don't know how many games they've played.
97.
Oh, I thought they were doing better.
No.
All right, so the Orioles are doing really well. That's good.
I'll read off the AL East for you from bottom to top. The Yankees have 50 wins, 47 losses. The Red Sox have 51 wins, 46 losses. The Blue Jays have 54 wins, 43 losses. The Rays have 60 wins, 40 losses. And the Orioles have 59 wins, 37 losses. Actually, as of last night, the Orioles took the lead in the American League East.
Wow.
They have one less win, but their win percentage is higher. They're at 615 win percentage, and the Rays are at 600.
Do they go off of win percentage, or they go off of games?
So it's games. So since the Orioles have less games played, they have the better record, technically, because it's 59-37 versus 60-40.
Mm-hmm.
The better win percentage, and they're also 8-2 in their last 10, and the Rays are 3-7. But the Rays have the better home record, which is 35-16. They actually have the best home record in the entire American League, I think. They do, yeah. The entire American League, they have the highest number of wins at home, with 35. The next closest is the Rangers with 33. That's pretty
interesting.
Cool. It's a cool little stat there for you guys out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, but I'm excited to hear about this NBA thing that you were talking about.
Taylor, don't lie to these people. You told me about this.
You're right. You know nothing about it. That's what I want your reaction on this though, because I told you this is going on. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I know nothing.
So,
I know nothing about
NBA midseason tournament.
Yeah, NBA midseason tournament, and we've got a video for you guys. So I'm gonna pull up the video, and we're gonna take a listen.
Everybody, the NBA first ever in-season tournament is now official. But how does it work? Like this. First up is group play. All 30 teams will be split into 6 groups, 3 from the East, 3 from the West, with a random draw based on last year's regular season records. Each team in a group plays each other one time, a total of 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road. Now, those games happen Tuesdays and Fridays in November, so set your calendar. Basically, these regular season NBA games also count as tournament games. Now, in each group, the team with the best group play record after those 4 games, they're moving on. The team with the next best record in each conference, those 2 are the wild cards. Always watch out for the wild cards. Now, we get to the knockout round. 8 teams, single elimination, and you know what that means. Win and move on, or lose, and you're out. And the last 4 teams standing, guess what? You're headed to Vegas, baby. That's right. In Las Vegas, the semifinal battles will get us to the championship game on December 9th. 2 teams in a winner-take-all final to be named champion and be awarded the first ever NBA Cup. Come on now. Look, there's a lot to look forward to this season. Players on new teams, rookies new to the league, and teams just looking to make some noise. And the NBA in-season tournament is going to be a can't-miss, must-see, high-stakes, high-level competition. And if you're a hoops head just like me, I promise you, you're going to love it.
my question is, what the fuck are they playing for?
Oh, John.
During that whole,
I
they didn't say what they were playing for. So what do they do when they win, other than this NBA Cup? There's a G League team out there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's my star point guard going to play out there? Or my star shooting guard? Jimmy Butler's not going to go out there and try to win no NBA Cup. You know what he wants to win? The fucking trophy. He wants the ring. Get the fuck out of here with this NBA tournament. Oh, I'm going to read. I'll read and down in here.
No, I got you. So it talks about, so they're going to have like a most valuable player for this competition.
Yeah.
At the conclusion. But mainly the biggest thing that they're going to get if they get to the end of this is that they're just going to make like some more money. But that's about it.
That's it?
That's kind of about it, which I think is completely ridiculous. I think if you're going to have something like this in the middle of the season, you need to make it count for something, because it doesn't count for anything, then who the hell is going to care? Like, the problem is, though, is I'm going to watch it. I'm going to end up watching it, because it's like, it's somewhat interesting. You know? It feels like all these players are going to play for pride at this point.
Okay, you want to hear my take on this? I think this is a desperate grab for ratings, because the NBA knows that they're slipping in the ratings, and they've seen the NBA Finals tick down and down and down. This year was up, though, because it was two different teams, the Nuggets and the Heat. In previous seasons, the NBA Finals ratings have gone down, and less people have been watching until this season. This is a desperate grab for mid-season ratings across the NBA, because they can't keep the people's attention long enough for the whole season, because they get involved with stupid crap all the time. Now, I'm a big fan of John Morant. He's a dumbass. I'm going to admit it. Dude's a dumbass. But he's a phenomenal player. You put more problematic stuff on the court, like clickbaity, stuff that you would do for YouTube or whatever, but do it for the NBA. Give us, like, good storylines throughout the season. Give us, like, just something different than this tournament that means nothing to these players. Like, if you get, like, let's say the team that wins that tournament guarantees, no matter what their record is at the end of the season, they guarantee that they're in at the 8th seed, no matter what their record is.
I agree. I think it needs to be something important, because otherwise it's like, so they do the same thing with the MLB All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's importance on that, so they actually do want to win, because don't they get home advantage or whatever in the playoffs?
It's beneficial too. Like, you get home court. Like, that's because I think you're right.
If they win the series, right? Or if they win the championship there,
the cup,
they get home court throughout the playoffs, regardless of their seeding. That would be kind of cool.
That would be sick. And
it wouldn't be anything for them to like give that up. It'd be really easy.
Yeah, and I think that would be really, really good if they put because that's what it's missing, is stakes. Because it feels like to me this is just a desperate grab for ratings, but there's nothing to play for except for money.
I think it's smart, though, because they're going to get some ratings. And the biggest thing is, like, football is so big at that time that they need to pull some of that away from there. But it's going to be on days that football's not on. So, they're trying to get them interested on, like, a Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, obviously, is dominated by football.
Tuesday, Friday.
They're Tuesdays and Fridays?
Yeah, Tuesday, Friday, because they don't want to go on Saturday because college football dominates in November on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Wow. Yeah, well.
Yeah, so it's Tuesday, Friday. But I think it's a good idea. Just bad, like, that it's...
The fact that it has no stakes in it is a little... That's where it's like, oh, it's a little weird. But they're like, oh, I don't want to ruin the tradition of the playoffs. But they've already done that with the play-in tournament. So, I don't know. There's just so much going on. If you had to describe the NBA to someone now, like someone who used to watch like 10 years ago, they'd be like, there's a what and a who? What is this?
It's like
Let's see. Where'd the Heat end up? Oh, so they're playing in the East B section against the Hornets.
Yeah. I can pull that.
Washington, Knicks, and Milwaukee. Well, I don't really care about anybody else, so. I mean, we could probably go through all of them, but I don't. If you could just look them up.
Graphic pulled up here. So, yeah. So the people, if they're watching on YouTube, they'll be able to see the graphic of the in-season tournament that begins November 3rd in the East ABC bracket. The East ABC table, and then the West ABC table. Since they do like a table-style tournament first, and then they go to a bracket style. So that's what it is. And my prediction in who wins the mid-season tournament is whoever is hot at that time in the pretty much beginning of the freaking season. Because
the Dallas Mavericks.
Because the freaking November is still the beginning of the season. Don't they still regular season?
Whoever is on James Harden's team is going to win.
True. Because that's when he gets hot, is the beginning of the season, and then he falls off.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, it's kind of dumb. Why not do that for the All-Star break? Like, I wish they could do a threes tournament. That'd be cool.
That would be fun. That would be really fun. They should do that.
I would love to see a threes tournament. Like, why not?
And everybody bring their own team, or you want 3 people from every team to be to represent?
3 people from the team.
From every team.
Yeah, why not do that? Like, do something different than this. Like, I understand that they want ratings, but like doing it in November is a little early. Maybe during Christmas time it'd be a little more exciting.
Well, that's when they pick up again because they have all the games on Christmas Day.
Yeah, which is crazy. Now NFL's doing the same thing, Christmas Day games, but whatever. Feel bad for their families. But maybe I don't know. I think a mid-season tournament is kind of ridiculous. Good idea, but poor execution.
Yeah,
I think
got you.
If you put stakes on it, where your team is guaranteed something to play for, guaranteed home court, guaranteed spot in the playoffs, something akin to that, or even just a guarantee that you're in the play-in tournament. Like, that would even be something that the players, I feel like, would want. Because even if your record is not good enough to get in the play-in tournament, you're still guaranteed the spot to play in it.
That's funny, though, because they wouldn't even, well, that's interesting, because what would be there's going to be some downsides to that, too, because then that team won't play as hard during the year or something. Maybe they'll rest their players if they get a guaranteed spot.
Well, that's why you guarantee the spot in the play-in tournament. Because you still have to play for something.
That's true. But everybody gets to play in the play-in tournament. Well, I guess the bottom 6 teams don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I guess what's the chances that one of those teams that's going to be in that area that are actually not going to make the play-in tournament?
What are the chances? I don't know.
What are the chances that the person that wins this NBA Cup are not going to be in the play-in tournament already, just from their normal record? I feel like 95% of the time it's going to be that way.
Well,
if they win that cup, they're going to ride that high for a little bit, and I don't know.
Let me look at who was in the play-in tournament this past season.
Lakers, Golden State. Oh no, Golden State wasn't in there. Lakers, Portland.
Oh, you had them all?
No, I'm guessing. I'm trying to remember from last year. Let's see, or this year. I guess it was only a few months ago.
Yeah, so it was. Okay, so the play-in tournament went Hawks, Heat, Lakers, Timberwolves, Bulls, Raptors, Thunder, Pelicans, Bulls, Heat, and Thunder, Timberwolves.
Interesting, John. I'm surprised the Bulls didn't make it further than they did. I feel like they're always pretty good, but they're not doing it. They're not making it.
No, but I think guaranteed, let's say the Kings win it. Why not give them a shot in the play-in tournament? Why not? Let's say a team that's down on their.
Well, the Kings were in the playoffs last year.
Were they?
Yeah, they were the 4th seed. Oh, you even watch sports, John?
So many things have happened.
Yeah, that was a bonus. Is running that team for them.
Let me look at the standings. I'm going to look at the standings here. Let's say a Detroit wins it. Okay. They were bad. Let's say a Detroit wins that, and they get a shot at the play-in tournament. Yeah, they're probably going to lose, but at least they were there, and they say and they could take that as a win. And let's say,
John, the biggest thing the biggest problem I think you have is that the person that wins this NBA Cup, they have to be good.
Let's say
so whoever wins this NBA Cup is probably going to be the top 25% of the league, and they're going to make the playoffs anyway. We're going to get some really good stories because there's going to be 1 year the Atlanta Hawks get through or something.
Or
Trae Young puts up 80 points a game.
Yeah. Or a Dallas wins it, or a Utah, or a
Dallas would be a good one because they didn't even make the play-in tournament last year, but they tanked on purpose.
Yeah.
Did you see they got fined for that and stuff? Like I'm sure Mark Cuban really cares, but whatever.
I'm trying to think of anything they could play for that doesn't really stack the deck in their favor after winning this.
That's what I'm saying. Like something as simple as home court advantage would probably be pretty easy. Just like that team gets home court advantage the whole time.
And the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
regardless of record, gets home court advantage.
But what if it's like San Antonio who wins? It doesn't make playoffs.
Ooh, you're right. That's a weird one.
That's why I say making it a guaranteed spot for the play-in tournament so they have the opportunity. And let's say they guarantee the spot in the play-in tournament and it's the home court for that one game.
For the one game? Oh, jeez.
Because they could lose. Because it could be like, if let's say it is a Portland who didn't make the play-in tournament and, didn't make the playoffs, and they get the play-in tournament and they get to play that game at home.
Maybe a little bit of both. How about a little bit of both? Like, they can make the play-in tournament and they're going to have home court advantage throughout the playoffs.
That's not bad, because then it really make. Then
it would really make people want to win. I think. I mean, you would want to win it regardless of how good the team is, because, let's say I'm Milwaukee. I know we're going to make the playoffs. Whatever, but do you want home court advantage the whole time without trying to get the number one seed?
But then you know what? We also run into the issue. What if, let's say Milwaukee's the number one seed, and then, Detroit wins their play-in game, and then they have to go against the Bucs, who gets the home court?
Detroit.
So the Cup supersedes the number one seed?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's the whole point of this thing, right? It's supposed to matter.
That's true. Yeah, it is supposed to matter, so yeah. I agree with
the Bucs could have easily won the NBA Cup as well. They just chose not to. So
right. You know what? You're right. I kind of agree with that sentiment. I kind of like that.
All right, I will. Next time I wanted to say David Stern. Rest in peace. Adam Silver in the hallway at my work. I will make sure to stop him and tell him that he needs to do this differently.
Yeah.
And that he suspended John Morant for too many games.
Yeah, he did, because John Morant is awesome, and despite the fact that he beats up little kids in waves just going around on Instagram Live, he's entertaining. People like controversy. Sure. People like that kind of stuff. It gets people to watch. So, you could, people watch LeBron. They hate watching.
I watch LeBron. I'm actually rooting for him in his old age now.
You are? I'm not.
You're done with him?
I'm done with him. Get him out of here.
I mean, regardless of his political views, I enjoy watching his basketball. Yeah, Jimmy is not LeBron, though. He's not. He's unfortunately not. He's a little too hit or miss. What's it called? Jimmy doesn't have a lot of his arsenal for offense. It's a little weird. He's a pull-up shooter or drive to the hoop. He doesn't have a lot of moves to get open. He's very straightforward.
He's great at defense.
He is fantastic on defense, and to be the man for the whole team.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear some hockey stuff? I know you're dying to hear it. So
hockey stuff, baby.
All right. What would you like to hear first, John? You want a heartfelt story? Do you want a Lightning signing? Hear about hockey Jesus, or you want to hear about the last 10 years in the NHL and who's been the best teams? Which one would you like to hear first, sir?
So here's how I want it.
Okay.
Give me hockey Jesus, and then
hockey
years.
Okay.
And then who did the Lightning just sign? And then what was the other one?
That one's last.
All right, perfect. I want to know.
Okay.
I want to know about Connor Bedard.
Bedard
himself.
Bedard.
Oh, I thought he was Andy Bernard's son. Connor Bedard.
No, so the Blackhawks signed him, and this is a weird thing because they do this for rookie deals.
Yeah.
So if you're a certain age, I think it's below 21, they have to sign you to a 3-year rookie deal, and you can't make a ton of money. It caps it out.
That's kind of lame, but okay.
Isn't it weird? It's terrible for the player. I'm wait a second. So this guy, I guarantee this guy could play one season and then go triple his salary next year if he wanted to.
Because is he 20?
If he signed for 1 year and had a really good season, I'm sure some other team would take him for whatever, $12 million a year.
Yeah.
But right now, so he's signed to the maximum entry level contract. You want to know what that is, John?
I'm going to say 3 years, $500,000.
That's pretty bad, but no. So 3 years, $950,000. But he has the opportunity to make $4.4 million a year because they're allowed to give performance bonuses on these things.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me his base salary over the 3 years is like 300 and.
No. I'm sorry. No, it's $950,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
Which is the max contract that they can sign.
Okay, so it's like his total plus incentives is probably close to like $6 million.
But you want to know what's terrible? I mean, like, hell, you had someone who like Alex Killorn that signed for 6.2, and he scored. I mean, like, he's definitely valuable. He's not this guy.
Yeah.
Alex Killorn's going to have less points than this guy. This guy's going to make a huge difference on this team. Anyway, but they have performance bonuses for him to kind of fit the gap. I feel like he's definitely going to get some of these, but it's like very in depth. So let me give you an idea of what they're looking at. I didn't know this, but a lot of NHL players have something similar, but there's a type A and a type B bonus. So for those type A bonuses, these are things I think he can easily hit. Yeah. So it's like he gets $250,000 for each additional thing on this list that he hits. Up to 4 of them. If he gets 4 of them, then it's $1 million. He gets $1 million bonus. Oh, so 20 goals.
Oh, that's easy for him.
35 assists.
That's a lot, but yeah, he could do that, I think.
It's not that much. Seeing how he had 145 assists last year in the minor league, I think he could do okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, he's kind of a. I mean, like, he didn't have as many as a Hockey God, but he had almost 30 more goals than Hockey God did.
Okay.
Anyway, so 60 points, pretty straightforward. I mean, that's not that bad. If he's top 6 in ice time among forwards on his team.
On his team, he's going to be number 1.
Yeah, I was like, he's going to probably be number like 2 or 3 or maybe even 1. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to double shift him and play him a lot. Top 3 in plus minus among the forwards on the team. If he scores
harder, but yeah, I think he could do it.
Yeah. If he's averages more than 0.73 points per game.
Points,
which I think he could do. I think he could be a point per game player. I think he is. Well, hell, hockey God is like a 2 point per game player almost.
Yeah, that's.
If he ends up on the all rookie team, which that would be silly if he's not.
Yeah.
All star selection, or if he's all star MVP. Oh boy, MVP. That would be interesting.
Has a rookie ever won that?
I don't think so. And I don't think he will either. He's going to have to get acclimated to the NHL. Everyone's bigger and faster, so it's going to be tougher for him. All right, so those are all the type A's. So he just needs to get 4 of those to get his maximum
$1 million.
Like $1 million for that bonus. That's only one bonus. He has another bonus, the type B bonus, which if he gets 1 of these things, he gets $2.5 million. So, what's that?
Is that just 1?
He needs 1 of these 3 things.
Okay. What is it?
To be there. All right, so he has to rank in the top 10 in NHL forwards in one of these categories: goals, assists, points, or points per game.
Oh, okay.
If he hits on any of those, and he's in the top 10 on any of those categories in the NHL.
So he could make. You said he could make like what, $4 million maximum?
Yeah, something like that, 4.4 or something.
Late.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's if he hits this. Yeah, that's like he really should be getting a $4 million contract, and that where he doesn't have to do all this stuff.
How old is he?
All right, I don't know, 20.
Is he really only 20?
I think he's only 20.
That's lame. So he's 1 year away from actually getting a full-fledged contract. If he
No. So like it's weird. You can only get a full-fledged contract and not an entry-level contract if you're above the age of 26. So you have to have an entry-level contract. It's just if you're above 21, then it only has to be 2 years. And if you're above, like, I think 24, then it's only a 1 year entry-level contract. Then you can sign whatever the hell you want. So, like, they make it so rookies in the NHL are affordable so people can be competitive. So it's good for the team. It's not good for the player. It's stupid for the player. So that's why, like, they always want the bag later because they had to wait for the money. I mean, not that this guy's going to be hurting for money. I mean, geez. I mean anybody that's making a few $1 million a year is going to be okay.
The guy's going to be on billboards in Chicago. The guy's going to have endorsement deals.
I don't know what. No, John. He's going to be living on the street with this money. This is so terrible. I can't believe they do this to him.
I can't believe they would only give him $950,000 a year. That's absolutely absurd. He's literally going to be in poverty. The guy's going to be living in the housing section in Chicago, South Side. Dude is not going to be living good. That sucks, man. $950,000.
Wait, okay, so there's a couple other ways he can get this bonus. So he could get, I don't know if you know, I'd like you to take a guess at what these trophies are. What's the Hart Trophy, John?
The Hart Trophy?
The Hart Trophy. What is? How do you win that one?
Like H-A-R-T? Like that?
H-A-R-T.
So Hart Trophy is, so these are in-season
These are the end of the regular season that you get them at the end.
So Hart Trophy, I guess, is most goals scored.
Close, John. Close. That's this one's the MVP voted by a group of.
Vote?
That is the MVP vote. What about the Selke vote?
Okay,
It's very similar to like the Golden Glove.
I guess, like best offensive player. Or
No, Golden Glove. What do you get with that? Like in MLB?
Position player for Golden Glove. So like you get a Gold Glove first baseman. It's kind of like that.
I thought that was.
Or is it similar to Golden Boot, like in soccer?
No, I'm thinking like Golden Glove. I thought Golden Glove meant that you're a good defenseman. So like you're a good all-around player.
Yeah, you're a good all-around player, but I think I could be wrong, but I think they select one from each position for like the best
interesting
for that position.
Oh no, so Selke in the NHL is the best. No, it's the forward with the best like defensive skills, like all-around player.
Oh, okay.
So they're a good defender and they score.
Okay.
So they have to have they play good team defense, but they also score. Like they lock down teams. So a lot of people are like, a lot of them are centers that do that because they're responsible for locking down like someone on the other team if they're the center typically.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, and then the Rachaad Trophy, which is you already kind of named it. What's that one for?
That's the most goals.
Most goals. Yep.
Nice.
And then let's see. I have no idea what the Conn Smythe is, even though I've heard of it a billion times.
That was the best goalie.
No, that's the Vezda.
Oh, I've heard of the Conn Smythe that has the leaf on it.
It's very confusing. So the Hart Trophy is posted premium annually to a player adjudged for the most valuable on his team, but so is the Conn Smythe.
Is the Conn Smythe the league MVP award?
Oh, is it MVP during the playoffs? Whoopsies. That's why. Yeah, that's what it is. It's during the NHL playoffs. Okay, so that's so the MVP during the playoffs, and then the Hart Trophy is MVP during the regular season. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So if he wins any of those, which that seems a little unlikely, and then if he's also on the first or second team All Stars, so I feel like he could probably get that if he plays pretty well. Yeah, I feel like he could potentially get that, but it's kind of screwed that he has to do it all performance based. Whatever. Whatever.
How it is though in the NFL, like if you hit a certain number of receiving yards for a receiver, or rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, or stuff like that.
I think it makes sense for the normal player, but I think it's ridiculous that they want to pay this guy more, but they can't, so they have to do it in bonousses.
They should cap it at like $5 million. That should be like the rookie deal.
Yeah, that would be a good entry level deal for a rookie. Yeah.
The NFL, like for rookies, if they make more than that.
Yeah, the way they do it in the NFL makes a lot of sense because if like you're the first overall pick, like you can make the most money.
Yeah.
So like I feel like they should do that in this too, and not like restrict it to like everybody else does.
Yeah, but
I didn't know this, but you can go over the cap with performance bonuses.
I think you can do that in all sports.
I didn't know that. I didn't know, so I was like, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. But I was like, I wonder if you can make a performance bonus like something that they can easily hit. You're like, oh, they got to score 3 goals this year.
No, I don't think they can do it that easily. I wonder if
well, what's the rule? There's no rule. It just says under that it has to be reasonable. Well, what the hell is reasonable? That's completely subjective. Like anybody can make up that rule. That's dumb.
So reasonable to me for a forward would be what you said.
I know, but the problem is what you just said.
What?
Reasonable to me. Well, reasonable to you is different than reasonable to everybody else.
Would you say that around the league, what's the league average for forwards scoring a goal? What's the league average?
Let's say it's like 12.
Do you think he's an above average player?
Yeah.
So 20 would be reasonable, I would think.
Oh, outrageous, John. Outrageous.
You know what? We need to make a poll.
John, no matter what you said, I was going to say it was ridiculous.
No, I would say, I don't know.
I think his things are reasonable. Yes, I agree. I just think that saying that they have to be reasonable is a terrible standard to go by. It's like saying that, hey, it's reasonable that you wouldn't rob a bank, but, maybe you should. I don't know. But that's more straightforward, I guess.
I don't know. It's reasonable to score. Well, actually, would you say 35 assists is reasonable? Because I wouldn't.
I would say it is because he scores a lot of assists. I think he can get a lot of assists. He's going to be playing on the number one line right all the way, so I think he'll be fine. I don't know how well his team's going to do this year, but I think he's going to do fine.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you can go
12 for scoring.
That's my guess. I have no idea what it actually is, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think the league average for assists is probably more like 20.
I would say what they should base these rookies off of for like these incentives is go with the league average. League average goals, league average assists, league average points across that position.
All right, how many games do these people have to play in order for them to be averaged?
At least
like
the season.
There's tons of forwards that play throughout the year, but they only play like 3 games, and if they don't get a goal,
at least a third of the season, which would be what, like 22 games.
That's a fourth of the season.
Oh, that's a quarter of the
because it's 82 games, right? Yeah, so it's the same as the NBA. So they have to play 5 games. What'd you say?
25.
I thought you said 5 games. I'm like, what?
No, like 25.
25. Yeah, that makes sense. Some of these things in here for his rules, he has to play at least 42 games, I think.
Yeah, but what's injured? That's kind of like.
That's the whole point, I think, is if he gets injured, that he's not going to get all these incentives. So I think it's an incentive for him to play, obviously. They're going to make, and, I mean, Chicago, like the team, is going to make a ton more money if he's playing. Like, people are going to go watch him play.
Of course.
He was already selling out, like, arenas in Canada. He had, like, 13,000 people come see him for this no-name team.
Attraction across the league.
He is. I'd love to go watch him play. I have to see when Chicago's in Raleigh or whatever and see what's going on.
Hurricanes lose to him.
I don't think they'll lose. They'll probably lock him down that night, I imagine. They're very good on defense.
I will say, I do like the Hurricanes, the flag uniform, the black unis.
It is pretty cool, I would say. But they're just a bunch of jerks, so.
Yeah, they're nothing but jerks.
Do you know anything about that story?
I believe you told me when we actually went to a Hurricanes game.
Yeah, so they're all called a bunch of jerks because they decided at one season, at the end of the season, that they were going to go, and if they won at home, they were going to do like a group celebration on the ice before they go to the locker room. So they started doing all sorts of random stuff. So they did some bowling. They did like players bowling. It's like they pushed one of the players and they rolled into a bunch of them. They fell over. They did like they all stand in a circle and clap with a beat, like kind of thing together, like almost like I would say it's probably similar to like a Native American dance almost, but.
Okay.
And then they did Evander Holyfield came and boxed one of the players on the ice with like massive gloves. But yeah, they did all sorts of stuff. But then one of the news reporters that was like watching said that it was just disgraceful and they're just a bunch of jerks that go and rub in their win after they win like that. So now they've been called a bunch of jerks ever since.
Celebrate?
Yeah, I know, and everybody loves it. Like it's great, it's fun.
Who cares? It's just a regular season. Well, let them celebrate. That's ridiculous that they would say there. But I mean, I guess it's distasteful. But like, who gives a shit, dude? Like, it's hard enough to make it to the NHL. Let them celebrate when they win a game.
That's true.
Not all of them.
All right, John.
Forever.
That is true, John. All right, I'm ready to move on.
Let's hear it. Who is
next thing? I saw this the other day, and I want you to take a good guess here.
Okay. So am I naming the top?
I want to see. So this is not going to be part of our game for today, but I want to see how you do.
Okay.
All right. So this is over the last 10 years.
Okay.
Last 10 years.
Does this Las Vegas and Seattle?
No.
Okay.
No, because it's going to be by averages.
Okay.
So NHL team, on average, how many points per year did they win? That's a weird way to put that. Okay, so during the regular season, I have a list of all of the teams.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. 32 now, right? So all of them are listed out, and who are the top scoring teams in the regular season for the last 10 years in points. I mean, like, so wins. Highest wins. Let's say the highest wins average for the last 10 years. And I want you to try to name the top 8.
Top 8? Okay.
Top 8.
Bruins are up there.
Bruins? Okay.
Lightning have to be up there because they've been to the freaking Stanley Cup final for like the past. They've been good. They've just been good.
John, you also can't look at Trello. That's not fair.
I'm looking at you on my screen.
All right.
Trello.
Okay. All right.
So who else has been good the past 10 years? Let me think of who's been to the playoffs. Like, is Vegas up there? I mean, their inaugural season they went to the finals.
You want it on the list?
Not yet.
Okay, so you don't want them on the list. Okay.
Not yet.
You have, let's see, you have 6 more guesses, sir. So.
Okay, let me think. Who has been good? Maybe Chicago? I guess I'll put Chicago up there, even though they haven't been good the past couple years. So,
Well, when's the last time they won a cup?
2015?
Yeah.
I guess that is 8 years ago. So no, I won't put them up there then. Because I know Detroit is not up there. Nashville? Predators?
Yes, no? You put them down?
I guess I'll put them up there. They're consistent, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Sure.
The Rangers? No, they're not consistent.
They've been pretty good for the last while. They were cup favorites the last few years.
So I'll put them on there, the Rangers.
Okay, Rangers. All right, you got 4 more.
I'm trying to think of any Canadian teams. Winnipeg?
I mean, they were good for a few seasons, yeah.
So maybe not as consistent. Calgary, no. Ottawa, no. Toronto? Yeah, I'll go Maple Leafs.
All right, Toronto.
Maybe 3 more. I'm trying to think of who's been in the playoffs a lot, other than the usuals.
To be honest, let's see. All the ones that are left have won a Stanley Cup in the last 10 years.
Pittsburgh?
Is that final answer? You putting that one down?
Yeah, didn't they win in 2013?
Maybe, but they won.
Washington Capitals.
Capitals, okay. Yeah, Pittsburgh won in 16 and 17.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I knew they won recently in the last 10 years. I knew they won in the last 10 years. Let's see. One more after the Capitals. Who's won? St. Louis, the Blues.
The Blues?
Yeah.
Okay.
How wrong am I? How bad am I?
All right, you want to go? I'm going to go through one by one and tell you if they're on the top list or not.
All right.
Okay, Bruins.
They're number 1, obviously.
They are number 1 on the list. Yeah, I wonder if you would have saw that in our little pre-game notes that we do before our podcast. So they are number 1. They average 103.5 points per season, which is like 52 wins. That's pretty good.
I know they're always good. I know Boston's always good.
Yeah, they've been good. And then next one you said was the Lightning.
Yeah,
which they are number 2 on the list. So that's why I thought you were cheating off the bat. You named the top 2 right off the bat.
Well, I just
back to back.
I named the 2 best teams consistently.
Yeah, Lightning. Yeah, so they average 101.6 points per year, which, like I said, about 50 wins a year. So pretty good. Let's see. Okay, now we start getting a little funky. All right. Predators, huh? Predators. Yeah. This is the Nashville Predators. They are on the list. They are number 8.
Oh, let's go.
You just snuck in there with that. They've been averaging 93 points per year. So, yep. So a little bit over 500 for the last 10 years. All right. Then we move on to the New York Rangers.
Yeah,
They are number 9, so they did not make the top 8.
Dang.
Yeah, so they were just under Nashville. And then you said Toronto. They are number 10, so they are not also. Yep, you just missed. Oh, I'm sorry. They're number 11. Excuse me.
All right.
How many teams did you give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you did give me 8. Okay. So you got 3 out of 5 so far. Okay, next you got Pittsburgh. Yes, they are on this list. They are number 4.
Oh, let's go. I got 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay.
Capitals are number 3, so nice job. All right. St. Louis, number 5. Nice job. All right, so you missed number 6 and 7.
Who did I miss? 6 and 7.
Number 6 and 7. So you said one of them right off the bat, and you told me to cross it out.
Oh, I did?
Uh-huh.
Was it Chicago?
No. They're at the where are they in here? Oh God, I can't even find them. Oh, they're like number 20th.
Oh, wait, who did I say across that? Detroit?
No, before that. You said Bruins, Lightning, and then you're like, oh yeah. And you're like, well, do they even count? They haven't even played enough games. They haven't even been around that long.
Oh, it was Vegas?
It's Vegas. Oh, they're number 6.
Damn, I had a feeling, dude, because they've been
Vegas. Yeah, they've been solid
since they came into the league.
They've made the playoffs every year. Yep.
They made the playoffs.
Oh no, they didn't make it last year. Sorry, I forgot. They were all hurt last year, so they didn't make it. But yeah,
didn't they come around in 2015?
Yeah, so even their owner was like, "Oh, we're going to make the playoffs in the first 3 years, and we're going to win the cup in the first 6." And they've made both of those promises.
That's amazing. Honestly, I'm a fan. I liked them since they came into the league. I thought it was so cool that they came into the league, took it by storm. Even though yes, they got to pick players from around the league, but they just went in and just started winning. I thought that was
well. It's weird. They got to take the bottom half of players from every team.
I think that's great. I think 7 out of 8 years.
Yeah.
And won the cup.
Yeah. That's true.
That's great.
And then the one team that you're probably not going to ever get is the Minnesota Wild, which I would have not guessed that one myself. I would have said the Rangers or something, but
that's what
Rangers, like I said.
You want to know what's crazy? Is I was thinking about who's like a weird. I was thinking like Phoenix, Minnesota, like San Jose.
Phoenix is number 31.
I was thinking of these obscure teams.
Detroit, number 30.
Yeah, they've been bad. They've been bad ever since the last time.
But who is the worst team, John?
Who's 32?
Yep, over the last 10 years.
Okay, so if we just named 30 and 31 as Detroit and Phoenix. Let me think. The worst team, who's always at the bottom? And it's not Seattle, right?
No, they're not that bad. They made the playoffs this year.
Okay, yeah, because this was their first season, so we can't.
This was their second season.
Oh, second season. Okay.
They didn't make the playoffs the first year. They made it the second year. They actually made it to the. Did they make it the second round? I can't remember. But
okay, so.
It's a New York team.
Oh, the Islanders.
Nope.
Oh, it's the Sabres.
Yes, the Sabres have been the worst for the past 10 years. They average a whopping 32 wins a season.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Just consistently below 500.
And they can't seem to get out of there. That sucks.
So then looking at it, let's see. I wanted to take you on a little journey here, John. I was reading this article by the Hockey News, which I've never heard of it before in my life, but whatever. So they were talking about how did the Lightning do against the cap, because they were way over the cap. They were under the cap, but they needed to sign like 10 players. So they were in a little bit of a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done a good job. They actually are under the cap after all of this signing, and they have a full team pretty much ready to go. So not a big deal. Right now it shows that they're over the cap by about $7 million, but that is because they have a guy on long-term injured reserve, Brett Seabrook, who used to play for Chicago. He's on the team, but he's never going to play again. So he's on. You can put him on long-term injury reserve, and it doesn't count against your cap.
Wait, so we signed him?
Who? Brett Seabrook?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like they traded. He was part of a trade from years ago, but like the thing was they were going to trade for him and then put him on long-term injured reserve because you can only put like a couple people on that.
Did he retire?
So they put him on there.
Oh.
He's never played a game for the Lightning, not once.
But he's on the payroll.
Correct.
How long ago did he?
So they have $297,000 that they have available for things. So they're looking, to be honest, they're doing pretty. I think they're going to do pretty well. I mean, all their stars are kind of in their 30s now, other than Vasilevsky, but he's also probably going to be playing a lot less games this year because he was really just worn out. This is what he said at the end of the season. Like, yeah, I'm just not at my same caliber because he's worn out. He's the most played goalie in hockey the last like 5 years.
Vasilevsky?
He's played the most games by far above any other NHL goalie. I think he's played like 40 more games than the closest goalie.
Yeah, we need to find a good number 2. What happened to Domingue? He was pretty good.
He was good. Domingue. It's all your fault.
I will never forget that.
That was a fun Nashville game that we went to. That was great.
That was pretty fun.
It was fun to watch it.
Game we went to, that was still fun too. I always remember that one. Screaming.
We were a bunch of
with a bunch of drunk Chicagoans, whatever
yes.
themselves.
What did they call us all? What did they call us? Posers?
Yeah, no. The guy was like,
bandwagoners. We're all bandwagoners.
Yeah, you got a turkey on your shirt, bro. I'm from Florida. I flew up here to watch this game. Idiots.
So I think they're gonna easily make the playoffs. I just wonder if they're gonna be able to make a push again. But you think so? Again?
They'll make the playoffs, but it'll be a first round loss because Connor Bedard.
Bedard.
I'll get it eventually. He'll get them there, but I don't think he'll have enough gas in the tank to keep them consistent through the playoffs.
You're talking about Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the Lightning.
Oh, Lightning? They're making the finals.
I think they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
At least.
I think they are. I think they're going to do that, and I think they're going to lose to the Canes.
Nah, that ain't happening.
I think the Canes are going to win it this year. I don't want them to win it because then I have to hear about it all the time because that's where I live. So, but it is fun when the Canes go far. It actually is really fun in the city because everything's downtown, so it's kind of cool.
All right.
Anyway, Lightning finally signed Tanner Jeannot. Oh. He's not actually. They never made it to the arbitration, so they signed him. They signed him for 2 years, $5.3 million, not per year. So 2.6 something. Yeah, so I think that's about what he's worth. I think he wanted 3 something, but he got 2.665. Yeah. Is what he got. That's not bad for someone who's a good prospect. I mean, he'll be okay. I'm sure he'll score some more goals this year.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We got one more story I wanted to share with you. A nice little heartfelt thing, but it really shows you how great the Tampa Bay organization is for Tampa Bay Lightning. 35 people from the front office all went and did a fun team building exercise with Habitat for Humanity, and they went to build a bunch of homes in Port Charlotte.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so they all teamed up, and everybody, let's see.
Our community heroes.
Employees, so 35 front office staff, employees, and season ticket holders from the Tampa Bay Lightning and the foundation and them all went down and helped build 2 homes down in Port Charlotte this last weekend.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
That's nice to know.
That was interesting. That was nice of them. He does run a good team. We already talked about how the owner and the stadium and everything's good with him. So.
Heck yeah, dude! I love the owner of the Lightning and the front office. The Lightning are doing it right. They are.
They are.
The Rays, on the other hand, they're kind of not really. But yeah, I think.
All right, I'm ready. Are you going to ask me some questions before I ask you some questions?
I've got some questions ready to go for you, Taylor.
Okay. All right.
So these involve the Bucs. But
do I get another high five, or how is this going to work? Because I feel like I want a prize if I'm going to get anything right.
So if you get anything right, I'll give you a high five for each question right, because I only have 3 questions, and I know you'll get one of them.
Okay, and you already owe me one high five.
That's right, and I already owe you 1 high five. But the first question, I'll start with the easiest one.
Actually, I want to trade in
for a hug.
My high fives or something. I want a different prize if I get. Okay, so if I get 2 out of 3 today.
Yeah.
I want you to recap that Tyler Johnson goal that we watched in person. I want you to scream it on the pod like you normally would.
Okay, I'll pull up you're talking about the 0.1 second goal, right?
Yes, where that dog bit you in the ass right when it finished.
Okay, so I have to get the video up and react to it live. Yeah.
Okay, all right, but that's only if I get 2 out of 3.
Okay. So the first question is, which Tampa Bay Buccaneer running back has the most rushing yards in a single game? And this running back ran for 251 yards in that game.
Oh.
And this is the question I think you would get right.
You think I would get it right? It's in my era, huh?
It is.
I'm trying to think. I don't think Cadillac Williams ever did that. Let's see. Doug Martin, maybe. Let's see. Who we had recently? So, what's his name? Was it that last year or the year before? I don't think he did it, even though he ran for 90. What's his name? The Mr. Juke. I can't remember the guy's name though.
Jalen.
We just got no, no, the one that Tanner hates so much.
Oh, Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones. He had a 97-yard run at the beginning of the game for a touchdown. I remember that, but I don't think he had a good day that day. So I'm gonna go Doug Martin. Final answer. Locking it in. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't remember the game really, but I mean, that sounds like something he would have done.
So he did that against the Raiders in 2012.
Oh my God, I can't believe I remember that. Oh wow. Okay, all right. So I got 1. So I need to get one of the next 2 correct in order for a good recap of this Tyler Johnson goal. I'm excited.
That's right, you do.
If you can't remember, I'll just pull it up on my phone. So.
I don't remember
I have the video on my phone of you recapping the night. So.
Okay. So my next question is, who is the only Bucs player in franchise history to have scored 2 rushing touchdowns while rushing for less than 10 attempts?
Well, I feel like the obvious answer could be like Tom Brady.
No, it's a running back.
Oh, it has to be a running. Oh, these are all running back questions.
Right.
So Tom Brady. Hey, he had 1,000 yards in his career.
Right, he had 1,000 rushing yards.
Ooh,
I'll give you the year. It's 2000.
2007?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this might be way off because I don't know what years he played, but I'm going to go with LeGarrette Blount.
No, it was
Darn it.
B.J. Askew.
Oh, I remember him. Okay, but darn.
He carried the ball 8 times and scored 2 rushing touchdowns.
I feel like LeGarrette Blount would be someone. You don't feel like LeGarrette Blount would be someone that could do that because they didn't run him like the whole game. They just like ran him in the red zone.
Easily, I think it could have been him, but it is B.J. Askew. All right, and then I will consider this a win if you get 3 out of the 5.
It's a multiple thing? Oh boy.
Can you name the top 5 Bucs rushing leaders?
Okay, Doug Martin.
If you get 3 out of the 5, I will consider it a win.
Okay, all right. Doug Martin.
Okay, that's 1.
Cadillac Williams.
Okay, that's 2. He's number 5.
Okay.
You got 4 and 5.
I got 4 and 5? Oh boy.
Yep.
Leroy Selman.
No.
What?
He is not
Wow.
5.
Okay, so I got 2 more guesses, huh? For one, I have to get 1 more at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Do I get any hints about like what eras these guys played in, or they played in a bunch of random times? The guy who played for Atlanta as well. Work done.
There you go. You got 3.
Yes. Oh man.
4 and 5.
Oh, I don't have the top 2?
No.
Okay, hold on a second then.
Who are the top?
Did these people play recently?
You know one for sure, but his tenure with the Bucs was 10 years.
Does he count? The white guy, Mike Allstott?
He's number 2 on rushing leaders.
Oh my God. I didn't know. I thought he was a fullback the whole time, really. I mean, come on.
Fullback and running back are the same thing. But yeah, and then I don't know if you'll ever get number 1.
Number 1, huh? What year did he play?
1981 to 1989.
And it wasn't Leroy Selman?
Nope.
Wow, I have no idea. What's his name?
James Wilder.
Well, that sounds familiar, but all right.
Played for Florida State.
Okay. Well, all right. So does this mean? Wait. So I got 4 out of 5. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remembered work done out of randomness. I was just like, wait a second.
I will always remember.
I was like, who ran for the Bucs in the early 2000s? But I'm like, oh yeah.
Taylor, we've been getting this wrong. Leroy Selman didn't play running back.
Wait, what?
There's a defensive end.
Wait, what? I thought what? I swore it's all with the ball.
Yeah, defensive end / defensive tackle.
Oh my God! I thought he was. And I call myself a Buck fan. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah. But Tanner will love this.
Ronald Jones, number 6.
He's number 10.
Oh.
So here I'll read it off like the top 10, from 10 down to 1. Ronald Jones, Eric Rhett from 94 to 97, Ricky Bell from 77 to 81, Reggie Cobb from 90 to 93. And you remember this guy, Michael Pittman?
Oh yeah.
From 2002 to 2007. Then Kevin.
Yeah, I remember him.
Doug Martin worked on Mike Allstott and then James Wilder.
Oh, wow, I got lucky with a lot of my guesses because it just happened to be in the eras I was watching.
You want to know what's crazy? Is that Mike Allstott has the most rushing touchdowns of all of these guys in the top 20. That's not that surprising. They gave it to him every time. They gave him the ball. He probably has by far the most rushing attempts of all of them. Nope. James Wilder does with 1,575.
Okay.
And Mike Allstott has 1,359. 58 touchdowns. My God.
Wow. All right. So I got a recap at the end, huh?
Yeah.
Did I win? Okay. All right. You ready for some trivia? I gotta give you. So, would you like to be timed, or would you like to guess how many you're gonna get right this week? You're not gonna be timed, We're going to time you. I'm going to time you next week because we're going to do a Lightning players timer next week. But this week, I'm just going to do some Lightning trivia. 10 questions. How many do you think you're going to get right? They're all multiple choice. And they're random. They go from being something recent to some of the older questions. So I'd say 4 of the questions are from 20 years ago, and then 6 of them are more recent questions.
All right, let's do it. I'm in.
All right, so how many are you going to get right? 6?
Well, if it's got to be 7 to be considered a win, then I'm going to do 7.
Do you want to do 7 again? Okay. I don't know if you want to be upset because you were pretty upset last week. You didn't get it.
I'm getting it this week.
We haven't figured out what your prize is going to be though. Is this is every time you get a trivia win that I have to buy you a Celsius?
Not sponsored, but yes.
But soon to be. All right, so 7 out of 10 is what you want. All right, John, you ready?
I'm in.
Okay, question number 1. Who did the Tampa Bay Lightning defeat for their first Stanley Cup?
Calgary Flames.
The Calgary Flames.
Boom. That's number 1.
Boom.
Got it.
Boom. Number 1. He's number 1.
Smitty.
All right.
Whatever his name is.
Which player scored 42 goals in the Bolts' first ever season? I'll give you some names. Let's see if you can guess which one. We got Brian Bradley, Chris Contos. I don't know how to say that. Kuntos. John Tucker or Adam Crichton.
Okay, what year was this? 1992. 1992. Hey, give me the names again.
Brian Bradley, Chris Kuntos, John Tucker, Adam Crichton. Which one sounds the most familiar?
The second guy actually does sound the most familiar to me for some reason.
Chris Contos. He was on the team, but it is the incorrect answer. Brian Bradley is the correct answer. He was by far our first star on the team. Scored a lot of goals, scored 4 goals in one period. He has a lot of those Tampa Bay records that they had for a while. So.
Dang.
Yeah, so that is a negative, John. Brian Bradley.
Dang, he might come up with another question. I gotta remember that.
Okay, I don't know what is happening, but my mouse is losing its mind. Okay, who, as an NHL goalie, has the record for the most wins in one season? Andrei Vasilevsky, Ben Bishop, Nikolai Hobby-Bulin, or Darren Pupa?
Most wins in a season.
Most wins in a regular season by a goalie.
See, I feel like it's the obvious answer, but at the same time, because it's between 2.
Oh yeah? Who's the 2?
Ben Bishop and Andrei Vasilevsky, because those are the 2 best Lightning goalies they've ever had. Because when Ben Bishop was on fire, that dude was great.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you even know what about the goalie that when they won the cup with?
I don't know.
Nikolai Hobby-Bulin. He's also on this list.
Yeah,
but I don't know, John. Go with your gut. You got to make a choice. Make a choice.
I'll go with my gut and say Stonewall Andrei Vasilevsky.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, there we go.
You are correct. He has nicknamed the Big Cat.
The Big Cat. I call him Stonewall.
He won this. He set the franchise record for wins in one season with 44, and also won the Vezina Trophy that year.
Hell yeah!
That was back when they won the President's Trophy, but they won the President's Trophy, but then they lost. They got swept in the first round. Same year. All right, who is the first first Lightning player with 3 hat tricks in one season?
Do I get choice?
Stefan Stakamos.
Okay.
Marty St. Louis, Wendell Clark, or Vinny Lecavalier?
Oh, it's between those 2, Marty St. Louis and Vinny Lecavalier.
All right.
Between those 2 for me right now, because Stakamos, he came a little too late. You said first 3 hat tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So first player to get 3 hat tricks in a single season.
Yes, for the Lightning. So to give you an idea, I think we drafted Vinny Lecavalier in 1998. St. Louis was 1999. Stamkos 2007, and Wendell Clark was signed as a free agent in 1998.
I'll go with Lightning legend Marty St. Louis.
You're incorrect, sir. It is Wendell Clark. I did not even know that one myself, but he was an all-star that year. He recorded 3 hat tricks in 28 goals in 65 games.
That's ridiculous.
And he was dealt at the trade deadline. Interesting. All right, John. This one's going to be interesting. So, who is the tallest goaltender in NHL history who also played for the Lightning? Mike Smith, John Graham, Ben Bishop, or Kevin Weeks?
Mike Smith?
Sorry?
Mike Smith.
You guys say Mike Smith?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Like 6'7"?
You are incorrect, sir.
I don't know.
I feel like you should have got this one.
Mike Smith is like the only... Oh, it should have been Ben Bishop?
Ben Bishop.
Oh, he was the tallest, really?
He's 6'7".
I guess the height...
Mike Smith is 6'5".
Oh.
Yep.
At least I got the height right, but the name wrong.
Yeah. Yep, I know. Surprising. But he's the tallest goaltender in NHL history is Ben Bishop. Yep.
No Celsius for me. I got 4 wrong.
No, you're good.
Oh, I got 3?
You got 3 wrong so far. You got to get the rest correct.
We're at the halfway point then, right?
We are at the halfway point. We are.
I get the rest of them correct. All right, let's unlock all of my Lightning memories. Most of them are between the years of 2015 to 2023, though.
All right, John. Who was the first team to allow a woman to play in an NHL game?
Is it the Lightning? This is a Lightning quiz?
You are correct.
Who was that?
She actually played in a preseason game. So the Lightning, in the 1992 preseason, led an Olympic silver medalist, Mayon Raymue, became the first woman to play in an NHL game. She was, I think, the goalie, and she stopped 7 of 9 shots. She played 1 period, I think.
Oh, I thought she would have. Yep. I was like, wow, that's kind of low. They didn't really shoot on her.
No, they played 1 period, I think, and then it was preseason, so they let a bunch of goalies play. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one, I hope you know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. For the Lightning, first jersey number retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it was retired in 2017. Your options are number 26, number 4, number 91, and number 25. Which one do you think was retired first?
26.
Which is whose jersey?
Marty St. Louis.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, that one.
Yep. We also retired number 4, which is who?
Is that Vinny?
That is Vinny Cavalier, yes. So those 2 are retired up in the rafters, yes.
Nice. All right. I need 3 more?
You need 3 more. You're doing solid, though. All right, so this one is another goaltender question. You seem to not like these ones, but we'll try anyway.
Goalie ones.
Okay. There is a goaltender, and his nickname was the Berlin Wall for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'll give you the options. Nikolai Khabibulin, Ben Bishop, Darren Pupa, or Andrei Vasilevsky. Which one had the nickname of the Berlin Wall?
I guess it was, how the hell do you say that first guy's name?
Nikolai.
But Nikolai...
Khabibulin is his name. Nikolai Khabibulin.
And what was the third guy's name? Pupa?
Darren Pupa? Darren Pupa.
Pupa?
I don't know. John, which one sounds German?
Not really either of them. But Bishop does not seem like the Berlin Wall.
You don't remember his nickname?
No, I don't.
Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben. Okay, big. Okay. So now I know it's not him for sure. I'll just go with my gut and go with Nikolai, even though
You are correct.
Even though I feel like he's not German, but he probably is.
Nikolai, they called him the Bulin Wall. Nikolai Bulin, the Bulin Wall is what they nicknamed him.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was nearly impossible to score on in his prime in the 2004 season. He was the backstop to the Lightning Stanley Cup win.
Let's go.
Fittingly, the artwork on his mask was based on the classic Pink Floyd album, The Wall.
I need 2 more.
All right. Who was the first Tampa Bay Lightning head coach to finish his tenure with a winning record? Now, there's multiple of these, but the first one. So you got Guy Boucher. Oh, God, I don't even know how to say his name. John Tortorella, Steve Ludzik, and Terry Crisp. Which one sounds familiar, I guess, is what you should probably go with.
Wait, read them off again?
Guy Bouchard, John Tortorella, Steve Ludznik, and Terry Crisp.
Tortorella sounds familiar to me.
Tortorella is correct.
All right. The last question. This is the one I need.
This is the one you need.
This is the one I need. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
I don't know. I feel like you're nervous.
I am, because I want to get it right. Come on, let's hear it, Taylor.
I know. I'm trying to pull it up. All right.
Number 10.
In what season did the Tampa Bay Lightning most recently win the President's Trophy and also tie for the record for the most wins ever in a regular season? Was it the 2016-17 season? 2017-18? The 18-19? Or the 19-20? You're silent over there.
What's sad is because I was there. I was there when they lost.
Well, nice job, John. Your internet just cut out and ruined our final question. So let's try that again, because I never heard your answer. You just froze. So, all right, question number 10. So I'm asking, when did the Lightning most recently win the President's Trophy, which is the best team during the regular season, and tie for the best record ever with the Detroit Red Wings? It was previously broken this year. It was broken this year by the Boston Bruins, but at the time, it was tied for the best record ever. So options, we got 2016-17 season, 17-18 season, 18-19, and 19-20. This might be a little tough, but I was going to say the biggest hint that I could give you is to walk it back from this previous season. Are you frozen again?
No, I'm thinking. Because
you can walk it back.
This previous
nothing.
They lost in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Season before that, which was 21-22, which they lost to the Avalanche.
Yep.
2021, they won the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
And then 19-20, they won the Stanley Cup. They won.
Wait a sec. Wait, what years are we talking here?
2019, 2020. They won the Stanley Cup. Because it was it was the empty rink arena. Empty rink, they won.
In the 2000. You're saying 1920?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the answer is 2018, 2019, because I specifically remember us being at that Columbus Blue Jackets game when they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. You, me, and Dupree were there. It was me, you, Rebecca, and I.
But yeah, you are correct, sir.
Let's freaking go, baby!
Oh boy. Looks like I owe you a Celsius. All right, so how we get?
I'm going to take this victory proud and wear it on my chest. I owe this one to my wife Rebecca first and foremost for helping me along the way. Then second, number 2, Steven Stamkos, my father. He is the GOAT. Let's go, baby.
I'm ready to hear it.
I gotta
watch
the play because it was absolutely insane. So
yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, I wonder.
Put a link.
Lightning. They beat the Red Wings. They beat the Canadians. Then they beat the Rangers, and then they lost to the Blackhawks because Ben Bishop hurt his little foot.
Should I make it full screen?
Oh, you have to.
Full screen it.
And Thomas Buchanan
and you're muting the audio so
skates
you
out
can
to
talk
center.
to
His pass for Pacioretty. Knocked down. Under 10 seconds to go, but here they cut again. Andre Palat.
Victor over the headman. Tyler Johnson scores! He wins it for the Lightning! Tyler Johnson! Big Subban crying! Terry Price! Never in his prime! Oh my God! Tyler Johnson, the Mighty Mouse himself, scores it with .1 on the clock.
The puck was in before the green light came on.
All right. We should start every episode with that.
Were you able to hear that whole thing?
Oh yeah, I heard the whole thing. It wasn't bad either. It sounded like it was very loud, but not not like deafening.
Okay, good.
It sounded like the same as like you're whispering. It's just like it's hard to explain. It's the same volume as you're whispering. It's noticeable that you're yelling.
Oh, okay.
Like it sounds like you're yelling, but you're not loud.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I remember being there for that. But hold on, there's another goal that I remember. Tyler Johnson I thought it was one where Tyler Johnson scored, but he dived. He had to dive to like swipe it in. But that was against the Red Wings, wasn't it?
Maybe. I don't really remember that one.
I don't remember either, but I do know that dog bit my ass.
It did. It did.
That was a fun game because I remember before you took me to Circle K and I concocted up some crazy drink to chug before.
Oh yeah, you mixed everything.
I mixed up everything to get the most caffeine.
Yep, and you poured a Monster and a Red Bull on top or something.
Yep.
Ooh. Anyway.
Some energy to explode. And I remember hugging that random dude.
Yes. All right. Well, John, you think we should do this next week? You down?
Oh, dude. I might not be able to do Friday morning, but I'll do the best.
What?
Today I got off work. I got work off because yesterday, I had gotten a bunch of stuff done that let me have today off.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
Hopefully I can do that again next week. That'd be cool. But
all right. But for next week, definitely going to see you again next week, though, sometime.
Oh, of course. And I'll have more Bucs news because training camp starts. And with that, everybody that's watching, listening, wherever you may be watching or listening, without further ado, we double salute to you. Goodbye. You all have yourselves a great day.
And good riddance. Yeah, go Bolts, I guess. All right. Fun.